Raw kicked off with the best man possible. Bray Wyatt in the ring with the Wyatt family singing he's got the whole world in his hands, getting the crowd alive and ready for Raw. Bray Wyatt's talking about how people dream of getting payback on different people in their lives, but when they wake up, reality hits them. And that's exactly what's going to happen to John Cena. He's dreaming of his ways on how he can get revenge on Bray Wyatt, but in reality, when he wakes up at Payback, Bray Wyatt will be the last man standing. And to get revenge on Eric Rowan losing to John Cena will have to go one-on-one with Eric Rowan. So we've got the main event set up. Brilliant. But as soon as that match is made, the Wyatt family guard the ramp ready for John Cena, who comes down. But he comes up behind Bray Wyatt and gives Bray Wyatt an attitude adjustment. So you've got the show kicked off positively. You've got the main event made, and John Cena at least getting some positivity before what's yet to come. Paul Heyman is one of the greatest men to draw heel heat. The stunt he pulled on Raw when he's laying in the ring, saying he's not the queen who's finally dying to allow Charles to become the king. He's the Undertaker who was unable to sit up at WrestleMania. That was pure brilliance. It made me laugh. It got Brock Lesnar heel heat by mentioning Undertaker not being able to sit up at Mania. Put heel heat on himself by targeting something so important to the UK. And then came distracting Sheamus in the match against Cesaro, allowing Cesaro to pick up the win. Paul Heyman was brilliant. I really like how, yes, I do complain how Paul Heyman is slightly overusing the Undertaker streak thing, because right now, yes, I'm disappointed in the WWE, slightly the Undertaker, for making this happen. Brock Lesnar being the one to end the streak. But Paul Heyman bringing up each and every week isn't really bothering me. The thing that's bothering me is it's losing its speciality, or it's what it's meant to be achieving. If he did it on special occasions in the WWE calendar and at next year's WrestleMania, I feel it'd work more, not each and every week. But what he did for himself, what he did for Lesnar, I guess, and for Cesaro, brilliant. I'm just looking forward now for him to continue concentrating on his new client, Cesaro, to bring him forward to whatever yet he's to achieve. I can honestly say right now, I'm liking the WWE's re-concentration on the Intercontinental Championship. Like here on Raw, we had Beat the Clock Challenge, and I find this concept really exciting and entertaining. With the way the wrestlers have to perform, keep their mind on the time, is brilliant. I wish the WWE would continue using this at the right time for the right occasions. First, we have Langston defeating Ryback. And when I saw this, I thought, hang on, last week didn't we have a tease of a feud between Langston and Rusev? But after that match, we get Rob Van Dam defeating Del Rio in a short amount of time. So that frees up Rusev and Langston to possibly go into a feud again next week. And then we get to the third and final match, Ziggler and Henry. As much as the crowd wanted Ziggler, it just ended with a draw because they couldn't make it through the time. So Rob Van Dam is going to Payback to face Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship. Rob Van Dam, a guy who obviously is meant to have been brought back to put guys over, give them matches, give them moments. Barrett and Rob Van Dam should be a good match. But the thing that really made this was when Barrett came out to attack the winner, Rob Van Dam, and he's saying there's no way in hell that you or Barrett is going to lose to a Yankee. You know, Barrett is brilliant on the mic, and with him emphasizing on the Intercontinental Championship and how important he is, especially in the United Kingdom, was brilliant. I want to see the concentration on the Intercontinental and Barrett especially to keep going forward. And if Rob Van Dam is going to help that, brilliant. Good thinking. I look forward to seeing the match at Payback. Two things. R-Truth, stop doing with the what's up. That is my phrase now. What's up? And two, WWE, please don't do this stupid love triangle between Fandango, Summer Rae, and Layla. Steph in troll mode was brilliant. When she came out with the Daniel Bryan theme going yes, 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 the crowd going no, 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 that was brilliant. But when she went on to say she's got some bad news, I thought, why don't the WWE bring Barrett into their group, the Authority group? Because if they're trying to keep Barrett as a heel, bringing him into a group that is dominating as a heel faction right now could be the way to go. Yes, it didn't really work out for Kane. The Shield progressed from it, but I felt that it would have worked in this segment. It would have helped to keep Barrett as a heel and maybe progressed him higher up in the card because he's got the authority behind his back. But moving that to a side, she used a video package to get a point across, and she threatened to give the World Heavyweight Championship of Daniel Bryan and give it to Kane. Kane would have been the most logical person to give it to because he's the one who took out Daniel Bryan. Kane was the last person to be in a story with Daniel Bryan and most possibly the person to reunite the feud when Daniel Bryan comes back. Then he mentioned giving it to Barrett. Oh, you're too obvious because he's from the UK. Triple H. If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. And she's not going to do it. She wants Daniel Bryan to surrender it next week. And yes, they're portraying it longer till next week. Maybe Bryan won't show up next week, which is going to stretch it out for another week. Because at the minute, the prediction, as you can see in the video in the description box below, we don't know what the WWE are going to do about the World Heavyweight Championship. It's a huge topic right now because the Daniel Bryan story was huge. He went through a long story with Triple H, then with the Batista and Orton to become champion, and now because of an injury, he may be stripped. So the WWE have this storyline in the palm of their hands and could do anything with it. So I would like you guys to contribute to a video in the description box below so I can get more of a understanding of what you guys feel is going to happen or what you want to happen. But I don't think he's going to surrender it. I don't even think he's going to show up. If he does, good crowd reaction, more of a segment between Stephanie and Bryan, possibly Kane. I don't know what the WWE are thinking. That's what's making this part of the WWE so interesting. Rusev defeated one half of the Union Jack's Heath Slater. But pushing that to a side, forget about that. Lana. I think Lana knows what the WWE Universe thinks of her. Did you see how she was walking, strutting her little self, showing her front and back? She knows she's got it good. She knows the fans are loving how she's looking. Even though I like the Shield and Evolution's individual backstage segments to hype up tonight's match and the pay-per-view match, it was the announcement that at Payback, the Shield vs Evolution will be in a no-holds-barred elimination match. So let me get this straight, please. As much as I like the concept, the elimination match was the important thing. But the no holds barred, okay, you eliminate Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, or Batista, whatever you're going to do. The fact it's no holds barred, they could just get back into the ring. That part doesn't work for me. The elimination part, brilliant. But when it comes to the match, it was quite clever to get them all in the ring area at the same time. You have Triple H and Orton as one's the ring announcer, the other's the timekeeper. I was thinking Ric Flair was the special guest referee. That'd been a little surprise. But instead, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are the commentators. So they're all there at ringside for the match. But once again, it comes to be a brawl outside the ring. Triple H punches Seth Rollins to allow Seth Rollins to pick up the DQ win. And again, what I feel was missing from this was the Shield come out on top. Yes, you want to make the younger, newer team look powerful, strong, whatever. But why not have these two teams just go at it, brawl in the ring, brawl up the ramp, brawl backstage? It's just at the minute the Shield are looking like the dominant force. Yes, there was the week where you had 11 plus wrestlers come out to attack the Shield. But when it comes to the individual fights between the two teams, let them go at it. I want to see these two teams really build up the connection for the pay-per-view. The WWE's recent work on Alicia Fox has been entertaining. She's coming across as a heel, brilliant. Her picking up a win over Paige represents a possible championship match at Payback. Not a bad idea. But when she goes off after the match and steals Jerry Lawler's crown, her interaction with the crowd gave me a face impression of Alicia Fox. Why couldn't she have gone away with the crown, poured that drink she stole onto a crowd member? Obviously, one that they planted there for this part. Because at the minute, in the ring, heel. Outside, I didn't quite see the heel remain there. Let's get cheesy for a minute and have a party. The Adam Rose segment, as much as the crowd are really into it, really singing along, really making the Adam Rose part of this show feel alive, again, you can expect the positivity of the crowd. Look what it did to Fandango when it first happened. But let's hope that it does stretch out and continue being this enthusiastic back in the States. But what I learnt from this, which is key information, what does being a rosebud mean? Don't be a lemon. Yeah, thanks for that information, Adam Rose. I appreciate it. I feel I learnt a lot from you. But this party goes on till Zeb Coulter comes out. And Zeb Coulter, when he uses his culture thing, he doesn't know how Adam Rose got into the UK, got into the States with this kind of character, this kind of gizmos going on, and his little clan of people. It was funny and what it was, but when Zeb Coulter was threatening to buy Adam Rose only for Swagger to get involved, Swagger's not really that much of a threat, is he? John Cena turning to the Usos for outside ring support is a great idea in my opinion, especially if the WWE are hoping to build up a championship feud between the Usos and the Wyatt family. So things like this are important. What's not important though is John Cena, as Bray Wyatt would say, showing respect to his brothers by doing the Uso warm-up thing they do. But before I get to the actual main event, Michael Cole said something that makes him sound like a real jerk. You know when he said back in the day, people would hold up lighters to people's entrances? Well, people are holding up their iPhones. Oi, jerk, what about Androids? But coming to the match, the things that I'm going to take from this is that I feel that Harper is the better one out of him or Eric. I feel that he's a really good performer. Bray Wyatt hitting the sister Abigail really quickly to take out the Usos. And, you know, when John Cena knocked Bray Wyatt out the ring and you had Harper trying to pick up the win, that would have been a perfect finish there. But instead, the match had to finish with a disqualification. I don't know why. There's no harm in the distraction causing John Cena to lose a match. But the thing that really came from this, forget about the match. I liked how the Wyatts looked, but it was following the match. The Bray Wyatt family and Bray especially really emphasizing on the last man standing. They all take down John Cena, lay him flat, and as Bray Wyatt is singing an awesome song, he's got the whole world in his hands. You have Harper counting to 10. I thought that was a great finish. I really felt that the Wyatts looked great. You had John Cena having his moments on Raw. I like how they've done this. They've made this feud match feel important. And also a little bit of side news before I finish is that Hogan is not returning to Raw, but he's going to appear on SmackDown. Yep, giving the SmackDown brand that little speciality there. But people, please share your thoughts of this Monday Night Raw in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.